Hey y'all, welcome back. If you're new here, hit subscribe for more deals, shopping stories, and money savvy content. Today we're talking about something crazy happening at Dollar Tree. And yes, it's trending for a reason. Right now, Dollar Tree is selling penny items. These aren't advertised deals either. You only find them by scanning items in the store or catching what's being marked down from the quarter section. We're also going to talk about upcoming freezer clearance because starting January 23rd, Dollar Tree will be marking down certain items in the freezer section down to half off. And that's a whole nother situation you need to know about. So y'all, a TikTok creator shared a story about penny shopping at Dollar Tree, and the store manager called the police on her. Not for filming, not for causing a scene, but simply finding penny items. So in this video, we're breaking down how these penny items are happening, what to expect with the freezer clearance, and why penny shopping is causing so much confusion and drama right now. Stay tuned, because this one is a lot. Let's get into it.
Starting January 23rd, the food deals at Dollar Tree are going to be insane. Clearance is coming again. Let's go. This time there's going to be some refrigerated items that are going to be half price. They haven't marked them here yet. Let me show you what I could find. This hearty breakfast bowl is going to go down from $3 to $1.50. This is your time to stock up. Not everything is marked here, so I'm going to help them out and tag some stuff. Maybe screenshot these tags so you could see what's going to be on sale. And not every store is going to have the same things. There are a bunch of the banquet meals that are going to be on sale, but my store doesn't have them. These crispy pickles are going to be 50% off. Now that's going to be the hot and spicy ones, and also the dill, even though my store is out of the dill. Same with the Breckenridge Swiss slices and the pepper jack slices. Make sure you look for those. This salami is going to be 50% off, so make sure you take advantage of that. It's going to be just 63 cents. There are going to be quite a few other things in the freezer section. This is where you're really going to have to look. Like I said, they're not tagged here yet, so you want to make sure you're really getting those deals. My managers in the Lodi location, the Dover location, and the Woodland Park location have been so helpful with this. So make sure you're asking your managers. Happy hunting, and for everything good, get to Dollar Tree.
Okay, so I have a little story to tell. Hello to all of my penny saving friends, my penny shopping friends. So the other day I went penny shopping at Dollar Tree. And I went to, after I dropped my daughter off to school, I went to two different not Family Dollars, but Dollar Trees, two different ones. And then I went to my neighborhood Dollar Tree, the one that I shop at all the time. I went there to do some penny shopping there. So as I'm walking up to go to the register, I saw one of the managers. She was stocking some candy. So I just kindly stopped. I said, hey, I'm penny shopping. I just want to be sure that I don't have any problems going to check out. She looked at me, y'all. What I should have did was record. I should have recorded this, but I didn't because I was just so caught off guard. Now, mind you, I had already been to two Dollar Trees and I had racked up. Like, the managers were like, thank you so much for coming to get this stuff out of the store. Like, this is less work for us to do. So she proceeds to tell me, you are not getting those penny items. You are not getting any of them. We're not even allowed to sell those. So one, she starts talking at me, not to me, talking at me. So wrong. Two, why are you being rude? I wasn't rude to you. I kindly asked her, would I have any problems checking out? So she tells me that I'm not going to leave out of the store with those items. So I looked back at her and I said, yes, I am. I said, I'm going to go to the register and I'm going to check out these items. I'm not stealing. I am not causing a scene. I'm not an irate customer. I'm going to go and check these items out because I can. She looks at me. She said, no, you will not. And I'm calling the police right now. And you know what she did? She called the police on me. So I'm standing there. I said, you know what? I have time today. I'm going to see this through. I want to see exactly what can be done. Because why are we calling the police? Why are we acting like this over penny items? obviously we're able to get them. So I proceeded to tell her, I said, there has been such a chaos, like there's been such an uproar on social media about these penny items that it got back to Dollar Tree corporate. And corporate sent out a memo to all Dollar Trees across the United States, letting the managers know that they are able to sell the penny items to us. We are allowed to purchase them. If we leave any behind of that particular item, they need to go behind us and pull them and either donate them or throw them away. So I'm going to post probably in the comment section, a copy of that memo, because Coupon Daddy, he was the one who actually was able to get a copy of this memo. So I told her, I said, here's what we can do. I said, I'll call corporate right here and standing right here so that you can get permission to sell these items to me. Now, mind you, I'm still calm as a cucumber, just like this. Even though she's coming at me, y'all, I can't even remember everything she was standing there saying to me, but she went in on me for no reason. And for a few seconds, I stood there in shock. I was like, I simply asked you a question. She went from 0 to 1,000 in 3 seconds. And I'm like, what is this all about? So, long story short, the police ended up coming. So when they walked in, I said, you're looking for me. I said, and I told them exactly what was going on. I said, I'm a penny shopper. And I'm in here. Here's my cart full of penny items. And she's telling me that I can't check out because she's not allowed to. I said, and I stood right here and called corporate for her to listen to the conversation so that they can hear them, so that she can hear them tell her that she can sell me these items. Well, she walked off and went into the office instead of standing there listening to them. And their district manager at the time was out on leave or on vacation or something, so they couldn't get in contact with him. So they had me to send an email. She banned me from the store. The police sat there and I said, this is so embarrassing. This was in front of customers and everything. All of this went on. And I told him, I told the police officer, I said, this is so embarrassing. I have never in my life had anything like this to happen to me. I said, I'm not stealing anything. 1 cent items, penny items. I said, I'm not stealing anything. I have not been irate. I have been cool just like this. So other customers were telling the police officers as well that she just kind of went off after I asked the question. And I didn't even know anybody else was really paying attention, but they were, because I wasn't loud or anything, but she was. She actually just kind of went off, and I still don't know why she went off like that. It really baffles me. So long story short, she wanted to have me banned from the store. So the police officers, they were very nice, very nice. CMPD did an excellent job that day. And they proceeded to tell me that because it's a private company, if they wanted to have me banned from the store, they could. So I said, okay. So he came back over with, one of the other officers came back over with her. And apparently when you're banned from a store, I've never been banned from a store, the manager of that store has to look at you and verbally tell you that you're banned from the store. Now, again, this is in front of people. We are in front of Dollar Tree, in front of the store. There are people, there are customers in front of the store watching all of this go down like this. And I looked at the officer. I said, sir, I said, you can tell me that I'm banned from the store. I said, I don't want to hear anything from her. I said, if I really don't want to leave out of the store in handcuffs. And if I have to look at her and hear her tell me that I'm banned from my neighborhood store, I said, that's not going to be good. I said, so I'm going to go ahead and exit. So I did. I went on ahead and exited. I was heated at the time. I can laugh about it now, but I was heated at the time because I thought it was just so, I just kept repeating to myself, this is so unnecessary. I'm not one to cry. I don't shed tears just to be shedding tears. I'm not overly emotional at all. But I had anger tears in my eyes. Like, I was super angry because, one, you have embarrassed me. Don't embarrass me. That is a huge pet peeve of mine. I hate to be embarrassed. And two, you're doing this unnecessarily. Like, there is no reason for you to be doing all of this. So the police officers, one of them, the one that had been talking to me the entire time, he walked me out of the store. And he said, well, I'm going to give you this card. He gave me this case number, whatever. He said, I'm going to put in what we discussed with you and everything. He said, I would suggest that you call district and that you call corporate back to put in a complaint and everything. So I did. And the district manager for this region called me back, and he was very apologetic. And he wanted to know, was there anything he could do to rectify the situation? And I said, no. I said, the only thing I want is I don't want to be banned from my neighborhood store, and I want to be able to go in there and get my penny items. That's all. That's all I want. And he was like, no problem. That's done. He said, you can go in there anytime that you want. So I was really happy about that. So be careful when you're out here. Some of these managers are off the hook. You can be as nice, you can keep their store clean, all of that. But if they are, I wonder, and I told the district manager, I said, you know, I've seen her in action before with another customer, and she was very unpleasant. So I kind of, it didn't surprise me that she was unpleasant with me too. So just be careful when you're out there penny shopping or doing anything like that. Make sure you have all of your documentation, like that memo that was sent out to Dollar Tree, and you can ask for the district manager's number if needed. Okay. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something when you know that you can. All right. So be safe out there and happy shopping.